Hi guys. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. So first of all, let's get some more light in here. So first of all, I get a lot of questions talking about Shiseido. Shiseido foundations, concealers. You guys don't really care that much about the brushes, which I find really funny, I guess, because the brushes are probably some of the best parts of the brand, but regardless, I really wanted to go over kind of my favorite things from Shiseido and what they look like when you apply them. So yeah, I really hope that you can find something useful from that because Shiseido is such a great brand and they have amazing products. And yeah, like I said, I get so many questions about this foundation in particular. This is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. So all I did was prep my skin with my favorite moisturizer, which is the Avène Sickle Fate. You can absolutely use any moisturizer that you want. But I'm also going to warm it up on the back of my hand because I don't really wear that much foundation. I wear more concealer. So I'm just going to start here. Now this foundation has a slight fragrance. It's not overly fragranced. And it does say that it's like a very dewy foundation, but I actually think it's quite satin. It doesn't make you look super shiny. Actually, I think it makes your skin look very, not mattified. It just gives you a very even coverage. This is the shade 210 Birch. I've lost absolutely all of my tan. I'm going underneath my eye. And I'm just going from the center of my face and working out. I want the center of my face to be the most highlighted area. I always go through my brows, on top of my eyelid, and then that's how I go kind of on my forehead. I try to not have any foundation on my forehead. Just kind of whatever is left on my brush. I don't have any problem areas on my forehead. That's probably the clearest part of my skin. And I'm just warming this foundation up, making sure it looks as natural as possible. It looks really good. Very natural. If you ever feel like you kind of just want to buff your foundation into place, I like to take something like this. This is like a stippling brush. That just kind of moves it around, really warms it up to your skin. Then I'm taking the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Concealer. This is the shade 102 Fair. Again, goes really well with this foundation if this is the color that you're wearing, which is Birch. I'm going to place my concealer in the darkest little pocket of my eye, which is kind of on top of my cheekbone. If I squint, it's kind of where my eyes start to make that deep pocket. Unfortunately, I guess I should say, but not really. I mean, this is just my eyes. I'm gonna put a little bit here and then a little bit just around my nose too. Since I have foundation on, if I wasn't wearing foundation, I would put concealer on in other areas too, like here under my cheekbone. Oh, this is a Shiseido brush, one of my favorites. This is the, let me see if I can remember, Marufude? Gosh, I don't remember. I have almost the full range of brushes and can highly recommend, absolutely. The concealer goes really well kind of into the skin. I saw a lot of people reviewing it on TikTok, and it's just kind of like a very classic concealer. Brightens the face, very easy to blend, just gives you an overall natural glow. I have some discoloration like kind of here in the corner of my eye too, so I want to make sure that I brighten that. And I also have just a little blue vein right here in this area So I always just kind of press a little concealer there. But what you might have noticed is I didn't go like underneath, like where my bottom lash line is, because you don't really need concealer there, especially if you're doing the eyeshadow looks that I do, where I put eyeshadow there anyways. So you can just kind of save some time and save some product that way. But I always make a concealer base for my eyelid, and you saw I just put like a dot there. Just a dot, that should be plenty. Because if you do too much, then you kind of have like a cakey eyelid, or at least that's how it looks on me. My eyelids are very thin, so I have a lot of discoloration, and you can see a lot of veins on my eyelid. So I just want to make sure that it looks uniform with the rest of my skin. If you want to have just regular, like a natural eyeshadow look, don't put any concealer on, don't cover your eyelids, just kind of let the darkness show. I know it sounds weird, but it actually ends up looking pretty cool. Let me look at this in the mirror. Looks great now. I don't have a Shiseido, like darker concealer that I can use for a contour, and I also don't have any of their bronzer, so I'm just going to use my bronzer that I have here. Don't worry, we'll just pretend that it's Shiseido. But what do you think of this foundation? I think, honestly, it's one of my favorite foundations to wear. It's very comfortable, looks like skin, feels like skin, gives you a very natural glow. It's very easy. I always put bronzer on my forehead. Normally, that's all I put on my forehead. Like I said, I don't use a lot of foundation on my forehead. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bessie. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being here. And you can see I'm just tapping in my bronzer. I like to use this kind of tapping method because it doesn't smear. It doesn't take all of your beautiful foundation that you have just applied. Doesn't take that off. I always put a bit of bronzer here. There we go. I'm sorry, I should have had my light, but I thought that this beautiful sunny day would be enough for you to see. I hope you can see enough. Okay. You can always take a little bit of your concealer brush. Just go right underneath. Looks good. Looks good. Okay. Now I have a bunch of these Shiseido, let me tell you the name, Color Gel Lip Balms. If you follow me, then you know that my favorite one is the color Juniper. So Juniper is a very kind of odd color. It's almost like a rum raisin, almost like a grape actually when you see it in person. It's very purple, but when you put it on, it is very neutral. Really beautiful. That's what I wear on my lips. If you see any video of me, then that's what I'm wearing. So it's my favorite. I also have, this is Bamboo, a very, very kind of pinky nude, perfect for somebody that has like my skin tone. And then this is Dahlia, number 107. We're going to use this as a blush. Let me see what I have. Should I just use the, yeah. All right, so what I'm going to do is actually just take a little bit of this, and I'm going to use it as my blush. Place it just here in this area. Again, I'm gonna pat this in. Go a little bit under my eye. A great subtle little blush here. And since this is a lip balm, it has kind of a, not a sticky texture, but it is more hydrating feeling. So it's a very comfortable, non-heavy cream blush that you can hack. Use this hack for any lip color that you have. If you like it on your lips, you will love it on your cheeks. So definitely multi-use that lipstick. I actually love cream blushes, so that's why I use a lot of my lipstick for my cream blush. I want more. I'm gonna put a little bit under here, and I always put my blush kind of under my eye. And the reason I do that is because I have deeper set eyes. So what I want to do is kind of bring that shadow forward. I must have either got a good sleep or a bad sleep last night because I never have like this darkness under my eyes, or maybe I'm gonna say it's bad light. Let's just chalk it up to that, okay? But this is real, you know? That's why I love doing these live videos, because there's no editing. There's nothing that you're gonna miss. If you're watching this live video, then you can say, okay, I know how she got this look from absolutely beginning to the end. And that's it. So that's my favorite part. And look at the glow that my skin has. That could be just from the foundation. That could be partly from the concealer, but also that beautiful lip balm that I used as my blush. Look, I have a beautiful highlight here, a highlight here, and here. And that just gives your skin that ultra natural look. If you can see all of that dimension on your skin, then so many people are going to be like, oh my gosh. First of all, is that your skin? Second of all, what are you wearing if it's not your skin? Because I need to know, because I need to buy it. But it's just a great way to look natural, having that little bit of a glow. Doesn't have to be a blinding highlight. And you can see too that it's not powdery. So it doesn't have like a thick glitter on it. It doesn't have any sort of different undertone. That's just the shine. Natural shine. I like that. Okay. Now, I think, actually, you know what? Okay. I want to show you Juniper. So I don't have a lip balm. I don't have a lip liner from Shiseido. I'm sorry. I'm going to use this one. I'll just do a little bit. Then we're going to take 110 Juniper. Again, kind of purple. Hey Bessie, so it's actually, I live in Australia. So I am American, but I live in Australia, and I think it's 12:30 p.m. So it's the afternoon. So yeah. All right, this is the lip balm. And I actually love it. I love this lip balm. I think that it is so flattering. I think it's really, really beautiful. It looks like your lips, and you can even take like, and just blot and still have a really great color. So I love this lip balm. I highly recommend it. Like I said, if you've seen me in pretty much any video, then you know that I wear this with everything. Okay, no, I don't want to use that one. Let's use, you can see how far I have to twist it. Love it. Love it. Great for every day. You can wear it to work. You can wear it around the house. It's just beautiful and it's very easy. But yes, guys, I actually live in Australia. If you didn't know, I do live in Australia. I've been here for 7 years. I'm from Virginia. So I'm a long way from home. But yeah, I love it. I have a few other Shiseido products. They're more for eyes and lips. And I love them. But maybe we should do them like on another day. But I will finish off. Now, one thing about powder, if you're putting it over a liquid, so I don't use powder, I don't use setting powder, I don't use face powder really, but I do love a powder blush sometimes because I think it adds really beautiful dimension. If you already have a cream blush on top, I mean underneath, and then you put a powder blush on top, I think it's great. Okay, so I waited for all of my cream products to kind of settle, to really sink into my skin, to warm up to my skin. And now I'm going to take, this is my powder blush. I'm going to pat that on top. Again, on this side. And then you can even do kind of like a little bit here on your forehead. Since I don't have much makeup on my forehead, I can just kind of swipe it. But it gives me that all over glow. And then you can go and just, I mean, how much do you want to add, you know? You can just go for it. Now, since I have more of a narrow oblong face, I don't like to add too much color in the middle of my face. I think if I do that, then I look really, I don't know, I think my face looks odd if I have like cheek color here. So I try to keep most of it here on the outer portion of my face and then here on the top of my eyelid. So it kind of just goes here and here, here and here. It creates a cohesive movement and it just looks a lot more natural if my blush from my eyes goes into my eyeshadow and then goes into the rest of my complexion. So yeah. And like I said, this is an easy, like everyday sort of complexion that you can throw on. It didn't take very long and all of the products are super great. So once again, this is not sponsored or anything. I don't know why I would feel the need to say that because none of my YouTube is sponsored, but anyways, this is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. I'm just a fan of Shiseido and I just love it and I think it's a wise investment if you are investing in makeup, especially luxury makeup that is more expensive. 210 Birch is the color. Then I was using the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Concealer 102 Fair. I used 107 Dahlia in the Color Gel Lip Balm for my blush. Then I put the Aura, Inner Glow Cheek Powder Blush in Aura Glow on top. And then I used, of course, the Color Gel Balm in 110 Juniper for my lips. Like I said, there's so much more stuff here, but maybe we should do like a separate eyes, Shiseido eyes. Yeah, I think that would be cool. Guys, thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I like to kind of keep my live videos a little bit shorter just so you actually can sit and recreate them and play like while you're watching. So if you're watching this at a later date, I hope that this is easy to follow along with and I hope that you enjoy. And for those of you that were here live, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and share it as well with somebody who might need a little foundation love. And I really hope you enjoy. Yeah. So if you also didn't know, my name is Mallory Osses. I've been a professional makeup artist for over 10 years. Started in America, now I'm in Australia. Life is crazy. So guys, enjoy the rest of your day or night wherever you are. Thanks, bye.